In today's full flight video, we're going to be flying from Madrid to Manchester in the Iberia A350. And here is a special thank you to the members for the continued support on the channel. Well everyone, a very warm welcome back to a brand new video. Hope you're all doing super well. You join me here in the Inibuilds Airbus A350 with the Iberia livery. We're on the ground at Madrid airport. This scenery is the default Madrid scenery by ASBO, one of the handcrafted airports. It's shown its age a little bit. There is some things here and there, but it still does the job. And we're going to be taking this lovely A350 from Madrid to Manchester. I forgot where we was going then. Up to Manchester. We are on Vatsim. We are Iberia 1891. Obviously this flight is usually done in the Airbus A320-21. However, I haven't flown the 350 in a very long time, so I kind of just felt like hopping in this aircraft here. And we will definitely be flying the Inibuilds A340 in the due course, so don't worry about that. That will definitely be on the channel very, very soon. So I'm going to quickly show you all the flight plan and what to expect on today's route. So we go to Sim Brief Dispatch and we'll press View, and let's have a quick look here. So like I said, we're Iberia 1891. Let me move this in the middle for you guys. We're going from Madrid to Manchester in the Airbus A350-900 variant. The airtime today is 2 hours 3 minutes. We're cruising flight level 340 with a cost index of 73. Got 308 passengers today, and we're departing at runway 36 left, which is good because it's literally just this runway right here, so it's not too long of a taxi. And then we're going to be departing on the side to November, and then arriving into Manchester runway 05 right on the Axis 1 mic. I've not heard of this arrival just before, so it'll be interesting arrival. I don't even know if I've ever arrived on this side of the runways before either. I usually always land in 2-3. But yeah, that's the flight plan. So we're going to get straight into the flight deck and then load up this Airbus 350. Brilliant. So here we are in the 350 flight deck. You have to bear with me on this video as well. There might be quite a bit of cuts or cutting in it just because I have not flown this aircraft in such a long time. So I've got to try and remember how everything operates. But so far I do know that we go to the overhead panel as always, and we're going to switch on our external power. Lovely noises. There's EXT1 and 2 on. We're going to switch on our batteries now and get the IRSs to nav. Cruise supply can come on, and then we're also going to want the nav lights, which are already on as well. All of these can go to auto, including the arm, emergency exit lights to arm. The fuel pumps for now can stay off. Let's head down to the pedestal down here and just make sure that we have Unicom set, which we now do, 12.8, and then that looks all good down here as well. Going to head to our EFB. All the pilot covers still in place, make sure we'll get rid of those. 2 seconds. There we go. Lovely. There we go, that's now imported, that's what I wanted, so we have everything in there ready. We'll go to the load sheet page and we'll do another sim brief import over here. And now, actually, if we go to grounds, I'd like to enable GSS control via remote. So we'll go back to the load sheet page, and then we'll sim brief import, reload sim brief. There we go, sim brief has been loaded successfully, and I would like to load with GSX. So now I've clicked that. There we go, fueling is now going to commence, and then while that happens, we'll get the OFP up here, and then we'll start filling in the MCDU. So we'll go to the active page, init, and then we're going to do a copy flight plan request, received, and then insert. There we go, that's all correct. IRS, align, and then we'll return, clear all that information there. Departure today, so we're going to depart runway 36 left, and the SID that we're departing on is a Psi to November, if you remember. Oh well, that rhymed. Psi to November, where is it? There it is. And then we just need to press that and then insert, and that one is done. Go back to the perf, no, do that just yet. Fuel and load, we can do the fuel and load page, I assume, or should we wait for fuel to complete actually? I don't know, we'll wait for fuel to complete and then we'll be able to fill all this in. Anything else I can do though? The wind, yeah, we can do the wind, company wind request, let's do that. get that in. And now the aircraft is fueling up. So once the aircraft's finished fueling, we can put in all of our fuel weight and information there. We've been boarding this aircraft for what feels like the flight time of Madrid. It's been forever, but we're nearly done boarding. So we have 304 passengers boarded so far out of... Oh no, actually we're only taking 307 or 308 passengers. So actually we are nearly done. We're just going to set up everything else now on the MCP over here. QNH in Madrid is currently 1020, so we're going to set that. I want CSTR as well, so that can be set. Altitude now for our departure out of Madrid. Let's have a quick look at the charts. It's going to be an initial flight level of 12,000 feet on departure. To be honest, I'm probably just going to set our cruise altitude. There's no ATC on, so we don't need to follow any restrictions. So let's do that. Let's set our cruising altitude, which was flight level something. What is it? 340. We'll set that in there. There we go. Now, how is these? Is that everyone? Oh, 1020. There we go. Let's get that APU switched on. So we're going to switch on our fuel pumps here. Go to master switch and start. No one else seems to be getting on, so that might be boarding complete. We'll go to the ground page. Boarding complete, yes, didn't hear the ding, that's all. So now what we can do is then we can go to the takeoff perf page and we'll start filling in all of this. Let's sync the sim, or no, we'll sync FMS and compute. There we go, and then we're going to send this to the FMS, and then that is all done. So we'll head down here and we'll confirm our takeoff speeds. 138, 144, 148. Packs are going to be on for departure. And everything's good there. If we go back to the fuel and load page, I was supposed to do this all over again, doesn't it? So our block fuel is 18.4, I believe. 18.4, and our zero fuel weight, just head back to our load sheet. Zero fuel weight is 172.0. 172.0, and then center gravity 30.06, so we're going to set that 30.0. There we go, and that is all done. Here is absolutely fine as well. We don't really need to change much here. 2.2, the alternate is 3.0 actually, so we'll change that 3.0, and then the rest of that I'm happy with. Right, okay, wind, init, fuel, everything seems to be done. So we'll get this back onto the flight plan page. Over here, I'm just going to switch on the ADS and traffic. Oh, this is what needs to be on here. Is it that one? Is it that? No. Can't remember what it is. Oh, it's traffic, isn't it? Is it that one? Status? Oh, I don't know actually. What one was it? Let's head down to our little display down here. We'll set it on the squawk page. Squawk is 2000, and then we'll go to the make sure everything is actually set how it should be. Ah yeah, here it is, the XDPR. So we want this set to auto, and then that's on, and we'll have this set to TA only, which is good. And then weather radar for now can stay off. We'll just switch this on, and then we'll leave it on this page here. Back to the overhead panel, let's remove the external power, and we're going to switch on the beacon light plus the seatbelt signs can come on, and we'll go to the ground, GSX, and prepare for pushback and departure. Actually, before we do that, let's remove the GPU and just make sure that the parking brake is set. Yes, which it is, good. And then we'll get rid of our chocks, prepare for push and departure, and it should start activating everything in a minute. There goes the jetway, right in front of our base. Good position for it. Let's make sure everything up here looks good, which it does. We'll switch on the bleed as well. Is that flight deck door shut? No, let's shut the flight deck door. Where is it? There it is. No. There we go. Okay, so parking brakes released. And we're going to start up engine 1. There we go. And we'll head into the cabin and watch this engine start up.
Señoras y señores pasajeros, por favor rogamos presten atención para la demostración de seguridad. Incluso si es usted un viajero frecuente, le rogamos que mire soplando la boquilla. Infle únicamente su chaleco al salir del avión. Hay una luz y un silbato en caso de necesitar llamar la atención, y en este avión disponemos de 8 salidas de emergencia, 4 delante de las alas y 4 detrás de.
Engine 1 and Engine 2 are available. Got confirmed good engine start on GSX, so they're going to drop us now and finish off their checks. We're going to go to the overhead panel, turn off the APU, and now we're going to set flaps 1. So let's go to the wing view. Flaps 1 set, and now we're going to do our ground spoilers to armed and max auto brake, or we're just going to click auto brake, and then we'll wait for cabin ready and takeoff config test. We can do a takeoff config test now, see what it says. No, it doesn't want to do it just yet. May have to wait till we start moving. Okay, we've got the little wave. Let's go taxi lights on. And then I also want to switch on our weather radar now, because I will forget otherwise. There we go, that's all on. I'm guessing predictive wind shear is also switched on through this as well. Oh yeah, slash predictive wind shear, cool. Right, okay, let's do a flight control check. Full left. Check. Full right. Check. Full up. Full down. Full rudder left, full rudder right, and I'm hoping that's going to control the tiller, but it doesn't seem to be. So back down to here again. Saw a lot of, getting things ready. Should be something here about the rudder. Right, that's set now, so parking brakes released, and we're going to set some thrust and start taxiing to 36 left. Very good. And the taxi plan's quite simple actually, so we'll take a right turn here, then come on via, actually it might be Bravo 4. Oh no, there it is, Zulu 1 probably. So, up here, take a right, and then Zulu 3, we'll aim for that one. So we're about to take off from runway 36 left, so let's set our, there goes 10 nautical miles, and then we're going to go landing lights, takeoff lights and strobe lights on as well. Madrid traffic, Iberia 1891, taking off runway 36 left, Madrid traffic. Okay, let's go 15%. Start the clock. And command flex SRS runway, auto thrust blue. Knots checked.
V1.
V1. Rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Goodbye, Madrid. Plus climb. Autopilot 1. Oh, Jesus. Hang on a minute. Oh, how do I get rid of that again? So ugly. I'm gonna have a little look. Flaps up. I think it's on weather. It used to be anyway. Right, ground spoilers disarmed. Get rid of that, but it's really annoying. I need to it's definitely on the settings. Managed to get rid of one of them, but yeah, can't quite remember what the key is for the one in flight. But I'll have a look in settings in a little bit and we'll get rid of it. Okay, and obviously we're not going to do any of the step climbs, so we're going to go pull out the altitude, we're doing an open climb all the way up to flight level 340. And everyone, I'm going to leave it there. Enjoy the flight to Manchester, and I'll catch you all closer to top of descent. See you soon. Welcome back everyone to the Airbus A350 flight deck. We have been in the air for 1 hour and 15 minutes and it's now time to start planning for the arrival into Manchester. So let's go to Navigraph. As you can see here, we're currently arriving at runway 05 right. So going to select an approach. We'll probably do this one here, ILS 05 right with the White Charlie Tango transition. There we go, so we're going to fly to Manchester, pass over and then do a little swivel into 05 right. There is ATIS there, ground and tower as well. As you can see here, it's Information Hotel at the moment. Arrival runway 05 right, transition flight level 60. They got, don't need to worry about that. The wind is currently 050 at 3 knots, 13 degrees QNH 1031. And then arrivals contact ground after crossing 05 left. And then that is everything there. So that is our arrival route planned in. If I show you the star chart, we're going to come in via axis here, up to the north, so we access at level 200, and then kind of pass over into Manchester. Nothing really crazy. Flight level 70. So yeah, that is pretty much everything here. Let's go into the sim then, and we can get the MCDU loaded. First of all, let's reduce our altitude down to 200 as it said on the chart, and then we're going to go to the flight plan page. Click Manchester, click runway 05 right, and then we want the ILS 05 right via MCT1, and the star is going to be the Axis 1 mic. Got that in the flight plan, press insert, and that is all done in there. And now we're going to go to the perf page and then start inputting some details. Outside air temperature in Manchester is currently 13 degrees. Enter on that one. QNH is 1031. And then we need to put this in as well. So the minimums is 386. So 386 in there, and that's that done. We now want to do brake to vacate. So we'll go to the zoom page and the plan. And we need to load Manchester Airport map. When it loads. There we go, zoom in. We want to again 05 right, which is this runway here. Zoom in. Right, so where do we want to come off? To be honest, I'm thinking about just using nearly full length. So let's set this brake to bay exit uniform, because then that way we can pretty much... Oh, actually no, let's see if we can select this one here instead. I think this will be better. We've got more time to plan. Victor, cross 05 left, and then go from there. So yeah, to me that sounds a lot better. Come off at Victor Delta. If we come over here now, we're going to select auto brake, and then that is all completed. We're going to set this back to arc, and then we'll get it back on the correct radius. And that's all done, everyone. That is the planning for the arrival into Manchester complete. So I'll catch you all at top of descent, which is just here, as you can see. So not too long to go. Enjoy the rest of the flight. We're just starting our approach into Manchester now. Unfortunately, ATC have decided to disappear the second I went to go and tune in to their, well not tune in but get it already, but look, they've all just disappeared, which is a big shame. So back onto Unicom. But anyway, it's what it is. We can't always get AC in everyone. Speed check flaps 1. Oh, actually, it's not going to come down there, is it? There you go. Bit of a crappy wing view, this one, isn't it? Should have probably done that bit like that instead. Anyway, there's the slats.
Traffic running 2 on my meter, 05 right, thank you.
Alright, we're going to pop on the landing lights and the strut. Oh, still on, don't worry, I put them on already. Just didn't remember doing that. What's out the weather window? There's a few things I forgot, but you know what? I'm not surprised. It's because I've not flown this plane in a while. So we'll get on the LS, and now we're also going to set the QNH, which is 1031. There we go. Quite a high QNH, high pressure. And as you can see, we just got to do our little around the thing here and then into 05 right. So we've got quite some time then until we arrive into Manchester. So we need to capture the ILS at 3,000 feet, which we are at that altitude now. We're going to autopilot 1, autopilot 2 and approach mode and start a left-hand turn to capture the ILS. So we'll go head into 00 for now. Gonna set flaps 2. Stunning sound that, isn't it? One of the best sounds ever. Keep the left head in. I've got to speed up this approach a little bit now because well, I've got the RAM, the old RAM from the PC being collected because it's obviously, you know, not good RAM. So I've got to be quite quick to get on the ground. Right, let's reduce our speed to 180 knots. We're 12 miles up. Manchester traffic, Iberia 1891 is 12 miles from runway 05 right, Iberia. What are we in? Ah. That's better. Dot, dot, dot. It's fine, let's come back again. Right, we've captured the localizer now, which is good. Just switch that. There we go. Any time now we should start descending on the glide slope, sorry. Right, we're 9 miles out. Let's now reduce our speed to 160 knots. A bit concerned with the British Airways. Alright, it's at 7,000, don't worry, he'll have a little turnaround somewhere. Alright. 8 miles out now and descending on the glide slope, looking good. A little bit of a cloudy day here in Manchester, not as sunny as Madrid, of course. Let's go gear down, flaps 3. There's a ding. See if we can activate the approach vane has been activated, so let's push in the speed and we'll bring down to final landing speed now. Manchester traffic, Iberia 1891, 6 mile final on ILS 05 right. Flaps full. Beautiful. Gonna start the flight recorder so we can get a cheeky replay. Is that FS realistic? Where is it? There it is.
$1,000.
Manchester traffic, Iberia 1891 on a 3 mile final for runway 05 right. Manchester traffic. Okay, let's just hit autopilot. Autopilot disconnected. Manual flights. Not expecting the best for this landing, put it that way.
500. 400.
Okay, looking alright so far. Just a bit far to the left.
300. 100 above.
Just correct that altitude. The glide.
200. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 90. 80. 70.
Manchester traffic shuttle 2,
50,
Papa 10
40,
miles ILS 05
30.
right.
20. 10. 5.
Touchdown and reverses. Are they going to reverse? There we go. Now they are. Okay, looking at this exit here onto Victor. Reverse is stowed. There we go. Auto brakes off. Didn't get auto brake off called out for some reason. Welcome to Manchester, guys. 2 hours 1 minute, not too bad altogether.
Manchester traffic, Qatari 07 Echo Zulu, 5 miles out for runway 05 right.
Manchester traffic, Iberia 1891, vacated runway 05 right. Flaps up, spoilers in, and master switch on, landing lights off, strobe lights off, taxi. Welcome everyone. That was a nice flight in a 350. Been quite a while. We'll turn off LS on both sides. Up comes the flaps. Oh, taxiing a straight line, Jack. That'd be good. Now, I'm not quite sure where the A350s park here at Manchester, but we'll try and find a heavy gate somewhere. Switch that back now. We'll take a left onto B2. I don't believe anyone is taken off. No.
Shuttle 1 kilo stand 105, Manchester traffic pushing back, facing to the east-west.
It's a really nice flight. Really do enjoy flying a 350 now. Looking forward to getting a 340 for the next video, hopefully. We're going to taxi via Alpha. Oh no, no, can't do that. Right turn here. Try not to collide with the aircraft that is taxiing down on Delta. I believe this is November Charlie. Oh, no, this is probably not a big enough. Oops. Okay. We'll go to remote stand. I got confused there. Spin it in.
Manchester traffic shuttle 2 Papa vacated 05 right.
Right, not the best lineup. Well, not the best, but that will do. So parking brake is set, and then we're going to cut off engine 1 and engine 2. I didn't actually plan to come here, I spread the chart on the ground wrong, so oops. And then we're going to request deboarding. There we go. And we're going to be handled by, let's say, Menzies. deboarding has now been requested, so hopefully they show up soon. What can I turn off? We don't need traffic. There we go. Put this on standby. There we are, and that is all good. We're going to switch off the beacon lights, and now we're also going to connect up the chocks and the GPU. External power 1 and 2, and APU can come off. We have the yellow. Is that normal? Guess it is. We'll leave it on. There we go. Well, everyone, thank you all for watching this flight. It's got some lovely big TUI ground handers here. Nice bright blue. Yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed the flight up to Manchester from Madrid. We're going to fly it back down again to Madrid at some point. But that was really, really nice flight. I haven't flown A350 in quite a while. Considering I haven't flown in quite a while, it didn't feel too bad at all. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one, and have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.